Hello all, I am Palak Wadadia, Assistant Professor at LG Institute of Engineering and Technology from Department of Electronics and Communication. Today we will discuss some floating data exercise from unit number 2. So let's discuss our first example. Actually I want this kind of the graph. Right here in this graph, this red dash line is indicate what? My y-axis that equal to x-axis. The blue square line indicates, blue square indicates the y that equal to x square. And this green triangle indicates the y that equal to what? X cube. I want to generate the same graph using the Python. So let's write this code in a PyCharm. The first command, that is import. Then which library? Is matplotlib. Inside that I want pyplot and that as a float. Now next I want to import, that is numpy, that as a np. Why numpy? Because I want to deal with some numbers. Whenever you want to deal with the numbers, you have to import this library, that is numpy, numbers in Python, and that we will use as a np. Now I want to specify my x-axis. In a x-axis, I want to generate some data. Okay, for that I will use the np range, and here for example is 0, 5 and 0.2. See, this command is the same as the range command that already you know. In a range command, what you have to specify? You have to specify the start and stop. And then you need to specify the last thing, that is 0.2. What it's indicate? The first is 0, then the second number is what? It's a 0.2. Then the third number is what? It's a 0.4, like this. For example, if you want to see, simply we can use like print and x. Let's check the value of this. See here, as I said, 0, 0.2, 0.4, 6. It will not include the last number, that is till 4.8. It generates some array. And if you remember, in a range we have to provide only the integer number. But when we use this np.arrange, in that you can use some float number also. Now here one command I will use, that is float. And here what I want, x-axis is as it is. In a y, that is what is the first graph, that is what is y that equal to x. And here I want the style, that is red dash line. Next I will use float. Here what I required, x-axis is as it is, y that equal to x square. And here what I required blue square. Then last command, that is float. X is as it is. Here what I required, that is x cube. And I want what? It's a green triangle. And the next is what? I want to display my float. So float.show. Alright, that's it. Let's run it. Yes, this is the same graph actually what we want. Now here, instead of this 3 command, you can generate the same graph using a single command. That means, see here, you need to specify, this is for what? For 1, y equal to x. Now suppose you just write y that equal to what? It's the x square. And here what you want? You want blue square. And what is the third argument? That is x as it is, and y that equal to what? It's the x cube. And the style is what? It's a green triangle. Now let's run it. Yes, it is give us the same result. Alright. So you can generate this kind of the data, or you can generate the random number using this library. That library is what? It's a numpy library. Now the next exercise that we will discuss, that is how to generate a sine wave in a Python. So let's see that. See, in this code I'll just do this some modification. First of all, I require this matplotlib library, then I require the numpy. Then here I'll just define the time axis, that is t that equal to numpy dot range, and here I require the number to generate a sine wave that is from 0 to 2 pi. Okay, so if I want to use 2 pi, then 2 multiplied by np dot pi. Okay, you cannot write simple pi, then it will give you the error. So you have to write np dot pi, and if you don't want to write np dot pi, then simply you just write 3.14. That is also all right, no problem. And then here I want the gap that is 0.1. Now I just specify the x-axis and y-axis. X is what? Is my time axis t, and y-axis is what? It's simple, it's sine t. So one by one it will take the value. First it will take 0, then it will take 0.1, then it will take 0.2, and according to the y will calculate. Now if I want to give this some label, that is plot your x label. X label is what? It's your time axis t. And here you just give the y-axis, that is plot dot y label, and that is what? It's your sine t. And you just give some title, that is plot dot title, and the title is what? It's a sine wave. Now you just use the command, that is plot dot plot and your x and y, and then simply you just use plot dot show. Let's see. Yes, here we have to specify, we cannot write directly sine. Here see the name error is there. The sign is not defined. So here we have to write dot np dot sine. Now let's run and check. See here the sine wave is generated. And see in MATLAB, if you remember, then we can use this kind of the command, that is plot stream function, that show you the grid lines. That is here x comma y, that is in between x and y, and I want red color. Now let's check. See your perfect sine wave. In that, this is the color with the red, and this is what? It's a blue. See here every dot is display. This many here, this is 0.1, then 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, like that. So I hope this exercise is clear. Now next we will discuss how you can write a code for amplitude modulation. I think you already studied what is the amplitude modulation in ADC, and you have written this code in a MATLAB also. Now I'll show you how you can write the same code in a Python. So every time we are saying Python, PyPlot, Matplotlib library is the same as the MATLAB, same as the MATLAB. Now there are some little bit difference in between MATLAB and Matplotlib library. Now let's write a code for the amplitude modulation. So here I'll do some modification in this file also. Here first we require these two libraries, and then first of all, what we require in amplitude modulation, first we require the information signal, then we require the carrier signal, and then we want to, by using these two, we want to do the modulation. So first I'm just specifying the information signal amplitude. That is what? It's a VM. For example, it's a 10. Then I'm just specifying the modulation index. That is what is m equal to 1. Okay, you have some different option, that is under modulation, over modulation, and perfect modulation. For the perfect modulation, the value of m is what? It's a 1. And then you have to define the frequency. The frequency was, right now I'm saying that is 2000. Now I just define the t-axis, that is t that equal to, yes, it's np dot range, and here I'm just taking the value that is 0 to multiply by np dot pi, and that is gap of 0.01. Now ym is what? It's the np dot sine. Inside the sine, what I want, that is 2 multiply by np dot pi multiply by frequency, that is fa, and that you have to multiply with the t, that is 2 pi ft. Yes, you have that equation, that is y equal to, that is information signal. Ym is what? It's a sine 2 pi ft. So that what I have written, 2 pi f and t. And then next, see, I want to plot this, that is, so I'm using the plot figure, and then I want to specify the some figure size, and here I just specify that is 9, 3. Now I will use the command, that is plot subplot, and I want 3 row, 1 column, and first. So 3 is indicate the number of row. Then 1 is indicate what? It's a number of column. Inside that we have a 1. Now next is what is the plot dot plot. And here what we want x and y axis. Instead of x, this is what is our time t, and y is what is the ym. So this is the code for our information signal. This is the code for our sine wave. Now we want to write a code for the carrier frequency or carrier wave. So first of all, I just define the VC. VC is what? Is the carrier signal amplitude, and that equal to, I'm just taking right now, it's what? It's a Vm by m. It's what? It's a Vm by m. And then you just define the frequency. Frequency, that is Fc. Fc that equal to, that is 10 times Fa. Frequency of the carrier signal is always higher than the modulating signal. So I'm just taking, it's a 10 times of Fa. And then simply you have to write down Yc, that equal to what? It's Vc multiply by Np dot sine, and here you have to specify 2 pi 2 into, see here I'm just writing 3.14. You can write Np dot pi, or you can write down 3.14 multiply by Fc multiply by t. Now you have to use which command? Subplot. So it's a plot dot subplot, and here the number is what? 312. And you want to plot, that is plot dot plot, and it's what? T comma Yc. See, that represent what? It's a carrier signal. Now we want to generate what? Using this two, we want to generate our modulated signal. Right? Using modulating signal and carrier frequency, we want to generate our modulated signal. For that, I am just writing the equation for the y-axis. That is y that equal to what? It's the Vc. The same equation that what you are using in ADC. That is Vc plus here 1 plus m into Np dot sine, here it's a 2 multiply by 3.14 multiply by Fa multiply by T, and then you have to multiply this with the NP dot sign, and here 2 multiply by 3.14 multiply by FC multiply by T. This is the y-axis. Now simply what I want to do, I want to plot, then it's a plot, subplot, and the number is what? It's a 313, and your graph, that is plot dot plot, that consists of T, and your final, that is y. And then final command is what? It's a plot dot show. This much, that is for the modulating signal. This is for our carrier signal, and the last one, that is for our modulated signal. See, this is the same equation that you have used in ADC to generate the modulated signal. Here how you can generate your carrier wave. So YC is used. You can change the frequency, that is all right. No, that is okay. Instead of 2000, if you want to take any other frequency number, then you can take. If you want to change the amplitude, yes, you can change. Now let's run this code. Yes, see the three different graph. First graph is our information signal. Second graph, that is represent our carrier signal. And the third graph, that is what is our modulated signal. Yes, sir, see there is no information in this negative cycle. Now if you change the value of M, then you can see the over modulation and under modulation. If I change 0.5, value of M is less than 1, that is what? It's the under modulation. So you will see some waves here like this. Now if I change to 10, then let's see, it's what? It's a over modulation. See here, it's what? It's a over modulation. So you can use your Python in anywhere, like you can generate any code. You can also use in the frequency modulation. Alright, I hope this code is clear. If you find any difficulty, then please feel free to ask me. Thank you.